Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Young Justice issue #1. All right, there's not a whole lot to spoil in here for the most part, but regardless, let's get right into. And yes, there will be spoilers, I guess, if that's what I'm gonna explain. Pretty much the gist of what happens for the entirety of the book, including the ending. But again, there's not a whole lot to be spoiled in this one. It's just an amazing action-packed book. All right, let's get into this. Young Justice in 7 Crises. Brian Michael Bendis is on script, Patrick Gleason on art, Alejandro Sanchez on colors, DC's lettering, letters. Oh my. DC's lettering. So what, they're not going to, it's just like automatic type? They're not going to give credit to any individuals? I'm actually not cool with that. Remember, it was Stan Lee who first started giving credit to the inkers and the letterers. So they give last week they gave a big, hey, how you doing to the distinguished competition? Stan Lee, we miss you, love you, man. And then all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, screw you. Come on now, that's part of his legacy, baby. Anyway, okay, so Gleason and Sanchez did the cover, and bang. Okay, so we're in Metropolis. We start off, we got a cop pulling over a person who's from Texas, talking about, yeah, I got a shotgun. It's like, you drove all the way here from Texas in this thing? Do you have a gun on you? And this girl doesn't know how to not answer a cop, not answer a question. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to a cop. You will get yourself in trouble for lying to a cop, but you don't always have to answer the cop's questions. You know what I'm saying? What do you call it? So it's Ginny Hex. Now, I heard that she was going to be starting off in this as Jonah Hex's daughter. I am genuinely looking forward to seeing her in this. Like, she is freaking awesome. At one point, she meets up with Robin. I'm sorry, I'm going to probably be a little bit over the place here because I'm really excited over this Ginny Hex character. Robin shows up, and I think it's Tim Drake. Not entirely sure, though. Is at one point, like, they're fighting back to back, and at one point, he's like, wait a second. Is that a real gun? Like with live ammo? I'm sorry. Do you have anything a little bit less lethal? She's like, are you kidding me right now? We're being invaded. So yes, they do actually wind up getting invaded. Excuse me. Anyway, it's interesting to know that cops are cops all over the world, including in a freaking beautiful place like Metropolis. And this isn't even Suicide Slum that we're talking about. This is Metropolis in general, where this cop is like really giving her a hard time, and for a taillight being out. Come on now. Come on now. So anyway, the 12 Kingdoms of the Gem World, I don't actually know who these people are, come and attack. No, I have not finished watching Season 1 of Young Justice, and I did not watch any of Season 2. So, and Season 3 is out now? Yeah, I haven't watched any of those either. Sorry, just I'm letting you know where I'm coming from, okay? So I don't know anything about the TV series enough to really get into it, but as far as this is concerned, yeah, man, a whole bunch of characters start showing up, including Impulse, which he's just calling himself Kid Flash, which is weird. Teen Lantern, you can see her on the cover. I can actually just show her up in here. She's bang. You don't actually get to see her, or at least I didn't notice her, but you do get to, see a construct that she's in. She's cool. I digs her. Wonder Girl shows up, this version of her. Cassie Sandsmark. And the conversation between Tim Drake and her is freaking hysterical. It is so perfectly on point. I am madly in love with this. The whole idea is like, where the heck is Superman? Because we're being invaded. These guys want to face off against Superman, but they ain't even got a chance against Rob. Like, they're just talking about, bring me your champion. Bring me your Superman. Meanwhile, Robin's running around, kick to the face, punch to the gut, uppercut to the chin. He's just dropping these suckers like flies until they start making paramilitary style explosions all over the place. Like, not even controlled explosion, uncontrolled boom, 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 like calling the freaking B-52 bomber. I know, I'm old. So, like, Robin's just taking them all out. It's like, these guys want Superman? And all of a sudden, Wonder Girl shows up, and she's like, tagging people. And by the way, the next issue is called The Secret of Wonder Girl. Because, see, Wonder Girl doesn't actually want to fight in this, which is interesting. Anyhow, I love this. Like, there's pretty much, oh man, just, I'm sorry, right here. Is there anything else that you need to see? Anything else you need to see? At one point, there's Impulse is talking about, yeah, I was about to run all the way up to Canada. I was going to join Alpha, and then it stops. I'm sorry, really? Brian Michael Bendis? You trying to get Impulse to join Alpha Flight? Because I'm down. I'm down. He looks like he should be on the Alpha Flight with his costume. He looks like Guardian, Vindicator, whatever you want to call him or her, because, you know, there's both. Read Alpha Flight, all right? That's all I'm saying. Man, this is a badass comic book. Like, from start to finish. And then, yes, as far as the spoiler for the end, it's a thing that you already see on the front. Clark shows up, not Clark, Connor Kent shows up. And Impulse is like, you know, I'm not going to say what he says because it's actually really fun. It's fun. It's so Impulse. It's just like, wait, what? This was, if you're looking for a story, you're not going to find it in this comic book. That's not what that's at least not what this issue is about. I'm sure we're going to start with that in the next issue, The Secret of Supergirl, you know? Her conversation with Tim Drake about falling into the Wayne money pit and all that stuff is perfect. It's like, oh, I'd feel bad for you if you weren't like the great-granddaughter or the regular granddaughter of Zeus. And the conversation they have from that point on is just beautiful, man. Like, absolutely great. And it sounds like something that these two knuckleheads would be talking to each other. Big cheesy smiles on their faces the entire time. You know they love and respect each other. This comic book is written to be nothing but action. You want explanations? You will find none. You want story? I guess you can call this an origin story. Impulse trying to get a tagline for these guys. Young Justice assemble. Young Justice unite. Oh, man. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, baby. This was, I'm surprised they didn't say, Young Justice, go. Maybe next issue. That'd be cool if every episode, every issue, Impulse is trying to get a call sign for these guys. Some kind of a motto to start screaming out, you know? There is nothing but pure action in this. And I was all aboard for the entire thing. This is a page turner and then some. Wow. So yeah, get this comic book. I don't think I have to really promote this too much. There are a lot of people who are just like going crazy. Oh my God. All the people out there talking, oh, I don't like Brian Michael Bendis because the what he's doing to Superman, and you know he turned Iceman gay, and like he Bendises the story, like his last name, the noun of his last name is now all of a sudden a verb. like he's Bendising stuff, and he's got to do his Bendis script, and you know all this other stuff, and I was like, Brian Michael Bendis is going to be running Injustice. I'm down. I want to read this because it's going to be amazing. That's right. Even the most pretentious SOB is out there talking about, no, I'm down for that. And for good reason. For very good reason. This was a great comic book, and I enjoyed the hell out of this. I genuinely believe you will, too. All right. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.